Assalamualaikum and a good day. Today, we will presenting our project assignment for Management Accounting, code AA0023. Let me introduce our teams. First, we have Irfan Umar bin Muhammad Nur Fazli, and me, Nurul Syamin Allia binti Sudirman, and also Yasmin Farhan Azran. In this presentation, we will explain about the introduction of the product, business and the business owner that we choose for our project, labor, manufacturing overhead, process of making spaghetti aglio e olio, calculation of cost, current selling price, break-even and sales volume based on current price, and last but not least, conclusion of this project.
Our choice of product for this group project is a small local business called Teacher Fuzz's Kitchen, where its one and only main product is the spaghetti aglio e olio. Spaghetti aglio e olio is a traditional Italian pasta dish from Naples. The original dish is made by lightly sauteing sliced, minced, or pressed garlic in olive oil, sometimes with the addition of dried chili flakes and tossing with spaghetti. With a twist, the product is fused with the taste of Malaysian spices to make the said pasta taste even more unique to her local customers. In completing this assignment, our group approached Teacher Fuzz's Kitchen, a local business that sells spaghetti aglio e olio. The business is conducted by Nur Fazliati binti Sulaiman, a 44-year-old woman who also works as a secondary school teacher. This business has already been running since the beginning of June 2020. She started her business during the MCO period, where teachers were not able to teach physically at school. Because of this, she had a lot of free time in hand. Hence, this became an opportunity for her to start up her own business. She sells a product among students in her daughter's schoolmates through her daughter, since that child of hers is obliged to go back to school to attend classes physically. Her motive to start this business, other than gaining the extra income and filling up her remaining spare time, she also wanted to help the students in her daughter's school who forgot to bring or unable to bring their own lunch boxes. Her business runs 3 times a week, on Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, as this business of hers is only her part-time work. The preparations for the product are all done in her own kitchen at home.
Next, I will explain about the labor. The owner is the sole worker in the business for direct labor and an entrepreneur of the business, so she can get both profit and wage. The owner is the only person involved in the process of making the spaghetti aglio olio. She also decided to pay 7 ringgit on each production day, and she will earn a total of 84 ringgit per month. There is only direct labor in this business and there is no indirect labor. The direct labor in this business is fixed direct labor, since she earns 7 ringgit for every production day for 3 days a week, which totals 84 ringgit a month.
The manufacturing overhead is the cost that cannot be easily traced to the product, including indirect materials and labor. The manufacturing overhead attributed to the product are listed below: utilities, water bill, and cooking gas. Other manufacturing overhead from the product are depreciation of pan, depreciation of pot, depreciation of kitchen. In producing Teacher Fuzz's spaghetti aglio e olio, the original ingredients from the traditional Italians and a pinch of Malaysian spices are used cooperatively to ensure product's uniqueness. Here is the list of ingredients used in preparing spaghetti aglio e olio. 2 packets of instant spaghetti pasta, 8 cloves of garlic, 12 pieces of curry leaves, 6 stalks of dried chili, 2 cubes of crushed anchovies, 1 cube of chicken flavoring, 10 sticks of sausages, 1 liter of water, 2 tablespoons of cooking oil. The ingredients can be divided into 2 categories: direct materials and indirect materials. Direct materials: instant spaghetti pasta, garlic, curry leaves, dried chilies, crushed anchovies, chicken flavoring, and sausages. Indirect materials: cooking oil and water. The process of making spaghetti aglio e olio is shown in the visual above. Step 1. Pour water into a pot and boil the water. Step 2. When water in pot is boiling, add the instant spaghetti pasta into it to soften the pasta sticks. Step 3. Pasta is cooked when the sticks soften nicely. Drain the spaghetti pasta water in colander, keeping a glass of pasta water to use in cooking and setting the cooked pasta aside. Step 4. Prepare the other ingredients that are used to give spaghetti aglio e olio its taste by dicing and slicing the garlic cloves, sausages, dried chilies and curry leaves on a chopping board. Step 5. Heat the cooking oil in wok until it sizzles. Step 6. Add in the diced garlic cloves, dried chili, and curry leaves into the sizzling oil. Step 7. Add crushed anchovies and sliced sausages as the ingredients in the sizzling oil slightly wilts, and after a few minutes, add a glass of pasta water and chicken flavoring cube into the wok and stir well with a ladle. Step 8. Add in cooked pasta into the wok and mix up all the ingredients in the wok until the aglio e olio flavor evenly coats the pasta. And the last step, spaghetti aglio e olio is ready to be served and packed into its branded container packaging. Target market for the Teacher Fuzz's Kitchen Spaghetti Aglio e Olio product is among students in primary school. This could serve a purpose in providing a more fulfilling lunch meal to her target customers besides generating extra income part-time while working full-time as a secondary school teacher herself.
For the manufacturing cost, the total direct material cost is 246.7 ringgit. The total direct labor cost is 84 ringgit. The owner pays herself 7 ringgit for each day of work, but she works 3 days a week. And manufacturing overhead is split into 2, variable and fixed manufacturing overhead. For variable manufacturing overhead, we have a total of 33 ringgit and 48 cents. The items included are utilities expense, water bill, and cooking gas. These are calculated by taking a percentage of the total household expenditure on these items, and they are attributed to the business. For fixed manufacturing overhead, we have depreciation on pan, pot, and kitchen, which would total 0.697 ringgit, which is equal to 0.7 cents. For the period expense, the variable SGA expenses totaled to 24 ringgit, which includes one item, which is selling commission. We calculated this by taking the commission rate, which is 2 ringgit per 24 units, and multiplying it by 12, which is the production days. The fixed selling and administrative expenses includes stationery and plastic cutlery, which totaled to an amount of 29.8 ringgit.
Next, we will move to the current selling price. The current selling price for 1 unit aglio e olio is 2 ringgit. For 1 unit of aglio e olio, there is a mix of cooked spaghetti and sausage and curry leaf as decoration. In each production, this business managed to sell at least 24 units. Their current highest sale per production day is 70 ringgit or 35 units. The selling price of the product was determined by the market price, which is the business will set the selling price for their product based on the major selling price being set by other businesses who sell the same product like them. They need to follow the market price since aglio e olio is being categorized in perfectly competitive market. If the business didn't follow the market price, they might set the price for their product too high or too low. If they set the price too high, they maybe didn't get any customer since the customer will choose other businesses with lower price. But if they set the selling price too low, they might be experienced profit less than other businesses in the same industry with them. Since the targeted customer for this business is among the primary school students, 2 ringgit is the affordable price for them since they are still children who don't bring a lot of money to school.
For the break-even and sales volume based on current price, we took the variable cost and we found out the variable cost per unit. Then we used that to calculate the unit contribution margin. We then calculated the fixed cost and found the fixed cost per unit. Then we calculated the break-even sales in units, which equals to 120.53 units, which is total up to 121 units to make calculation easier. Then we found break-even sales in ringgits, which is break-even sales units times price, which equals to 242 ringgit. This means that the number of units to break even is 121 and the sales we can obtain from that is 242 ringgit.
In the wake of completing this venture, we get a clear perspective on how management accounting can be applied in any size of businesses, either small or larger ones. It is illustrated in our assignment how we utilize management accounting to ascertain the expense in production, deciding the more efficient selling costs, computing the makeback of initial investment deals, and etc. Likewise, it is also proven from our project that management accounting can also provide better planning to improve small businesses like Teacher Fuzz's Kitchen and her product Spaghetti Aglio e Olio. Management accounting also successfully settles on the cycle of dynamic for businesses to become more efficient. Through this venture, we will be more recognizable to management accounting. All in all, management accounting is a valuable knowledge that is highly encouraged to be applied in any businesses as it can improve decision making in terms of objectives and commercial strategies. We give our greatest acknowledgement to the owner of Teacher Fuzz's Kitchen, Noor Fazliati binti Sulaiman, for her voluntary participation in completing our group project. It is only fairer that we need to send our utmost gratitude to our lecturer as well, Sir Amin Ali, who have encouraged and guided us throughout the journey of our group project.